Hello, and welcome. My name is DanishBuns, and you're watching this first ever episode of Noob's Review. To give you a brief description of what this show is going to be showing you, I'd hope a show is showing you something, but this show is basically going to cover all aspects of a game that I'm currently playing or currently testing. Usually it's going to be a new release or in beta. I'm going to give you stuff that I like about the game, and then I hope that you can make an informed choice on whether you want to play the game or not. Now, the game in the background that I'm about to play is called Tribes Ascend. It's currently in beta. I believe it went into beta in February, and it will be releasing on April 10th, or no, that is Guild Wars 2. It'll be releasing on, I don't know. It'll be releasing sometime in early April. Now, this game is absolutely fantastic. I love all aspects of it. It really, I've never tried the other Tribes games, so I can't really explain how or describe how new or different this game is from the other Tribes games. But I will say that this does bring incredibly unique combat to the completely dominated FPS game type, region, zone, thing, blah, blah, blah. And I really think that it's a welcome change. It's definitely a welcome change. There's certain aspects of this game that I've been really looking forward to for so long. And I've stepped out of FPSs for a long time. As you can clearly tell, I'm not very good at it anymore. But I don't really play anything anymore. I play Team Fortress 2 and stuff like that. But I've mostly been playing RPGs. So this is a really welcome change. And I'm glad that they've made this game, and this game is going to be free to play, right? It's just going to run on microtransactions, so if you guys want to pick it up or even get into beta, it's open beta, so really get on it. But I'm going to explain some of the aspects I liked about this game right now, and the first aspect that I like is the jetpack mechanism. Now, there's something that has happened recently with combat, and it comes down to the fact that Call of Duty and all the Call of Duties really have two-dimensional play. Now, I understand that you can climb up buildings and fight from different ranges, and I think that is very good, but they really need to advance that a little bit more and make it a little bit more aerial, a little bit more 3D. And that's something I really love about this game. You're flying around constantly. You're never stopping. So I really did enjoy this mechanism, this jetpacking mechanism. The next thing I'm going to show you is the skiing mechanism. And this, combined with the jetpack mechanism, is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm jetpacking right now, so let's ignore that for a second. And I'm going to be skiing in a second after this guy carrying the flag. And now I'm skiing right now. As you can see, the two bars on either side of my screen are showing my speed as I'm skiing. And skiing is exactly what you'd think it'd be. You're moving across the ground with little to no friction on your feet super quickly. And this changes the combat entirely. When you're moving at speeds of, I don't know if this is in kilometers or miles per hour or whatever it is, but when you're moving at, I'm going to say kilometers. When you're moving at speeds of 150k plus, it's exhilarating. And like you combine it with the jetpack mechanism, which is something I had to learn right off the bat, but when you combine skiing with jetpacking, you can move so quickly. And you can clearly see in this, I'm going to be chasing down the flag carrier right now. I'm moving at 140 kilometers an hour. That's amazing. And it really renders old weapons that we are so used to, all these fast bullet-type weapons, useless because they're really ineffective at these speeds. When you're traveling that quickly, it's hard as hell to hit a target the size of a penny. So this game is really more focused on explosive weapons, as clearly visible. Of course, I'll whip out my gun right there and try and take him out, but I think that aspect of the combat really won me over. I'm astounded by that. I love it. So another thing that is great about this game that I really enjoy are the multiple classes. Now, there's 3 sets of classes. There's a light class, there's E-light class, and that's the class I'm playing right now and almost killed myself with. There's a medium class and there's a heavy class. Now, for the light classes, there's this guy, which is the scout. So he moves pretty quickly, flies around the map, captures things, That's his job. There are also, in the light standard, there's the Infiltrator, which is a stealth class, more useful in capture the flag and game types like that. And the Sniper class, which is actually one of the harder classes to use. Alright, and we also have the Soldier class, which the Soldier class is a medium class. We have the Soldier class. We also have two other classes, I believe, the Raider and the Technician. Now, I haven't been able to play either of those, but from what I understand, the Raider is another all-around soldier class with some more explosive weapons, and the Technician has the ability to build turrets. And the final set of classes are the Brute, Doombringer, and Juggernaut, which are, I'm actually playing, I believe, the Brute. And they're just heavy classes, heavy weapons, high explosives, fun stuff. If you like blowing stuff up, you're going to play the Brute, or any of those heavy classes. The only problem with them is that they move a little bit slower. Now I'm going to go into game types that I really like, and one of the things that I really enjoyed was an aspect of Team Deathmatch. Now you're going to see right here, I'm going to die very pathetically to this guy right here. And I'll just let that happen and try to hide my depression from this, but any second now. And what's going to happen is when I die, my body, oh, there I go. Body goes flying all over the map. My body drops a flag, and that flag becomes capturable. And when you hold that flag, when your team holds that flag, all your kills count for 2 points instead of 1. So essentially, it's the equivalent of getting a double kill. That's pretty cool. I love that. They really need to add that to other games. Just a second mechanic behind Team Deathmatch, because there is really no strategy to Team Deathmatch. If you look at other games, it's just kill each other. There's no teamwork or anything like that. So when you introduce this new aspect of carrying a flag around, you really bring depth to the gameplay, which is something that most games are missing. Now this game type I'm showing right here is their capture the flag game type. And in this game mode, you can, it's standard capture the flag. You also have a bunch of extra little sub-objectives. For instance, you can destroy the other team's generator to disable their turrets and other defense mechanisms and other things like that. So I really like this. I think they have really well-developed game types, well-developed game modes, and that is something I really enjoy about this game. Now, Tribes Ascend, I'm just going to go over a general cover of why I love this game. It has everything you want in a complex FPS. Everything. And it really changes the gameplay. You're not, if you're good at Call of Duty, you may be alright at this game. If you're good at other FPSs, Team Fortress 2 for instance, you may be alright at this game, but it's different. There's a lot of prediction you have to do when it comes to shooting your explosive weapons. There's a lot of movement abilities that you have to learn. Like, you have to learn how to ski around and jetpack around so that you move incredibly fast. And you also have to learn how to hit targets, which I clearly can't do. So I really do enjoy this game, and I really urge you guys to check this game out. Again, it's called Tribes Ascend, currently in open beta, so you guys can get on it, and it will be free. I repeat, it will be free, coming sometime in early March. Or early April, sorry. So really look forward to it. They're going to have microtransactions in the game. And as far as I can tell, they already have microtransactions running in the beta. But they don't seem to be game-breaking, and that's something that's really important to these types of games, especially since this game is going to be purely multiplayer. So there's no campaign or anything. Purely multiplayer game. But why else would you play a game like this? That's why I'd play it, purely for the multiplayer. Alright guys, this has been the first ever video of A Noob's Review. If you guys have anything that you want me to cover, anything that you want me to show, please post a comment, send me an email. My email is camelsilo. That's spelled CAMELSILO. You know, launching camels as missiles, basically. You can also tweet me at DanishBuns for anything, including topics for future shows if you want to see a game covered that you've heard your friends talk about or anything like that. Alright, that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time.